Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Nuggets of Wisdom, Negative Self-Talk and How to Change It by Shad, Helmstetter, PhD. Today we will be reading Chapter 7. The other day I recorded Chapter 6, which, while it is a longer chapter than the others, it is probably one of the most important and beneficial. This isn't a very long book. But it's very important, especially if we've been struggling with raising our vibration and having more positive mindset and manifesting the life that we know we are meant to live. It says a 60-minute book, but I guess I read slowly. Chapter 7, guys. So there's 9 chapters. It is something that you can go back to and start over again. Really helpful. And I think today in my journal right here, I made the month of August 2024 the month where I rewire my brain with positive thoughts. My goal is to listen to positive affirmations while I sleep, books that talk about manifestation, and I want to say controlling our thoughts, but keeping us on the path of a positive mindset. So Louise Hay came to mind, Wayne Dyer, Florence Scovel Shinn. She's an interesting person from the early 1900s, a spiritualist who talked, one of her books is called The Game of Life and How to Play It. And she talks about keeping focus on a positive mindset. So yeah, some of those books I want to kind of absorb while I'm sleeping. That's the plan. And then there's probably other resources I can go to. But anyway, let's start Chapter 7. Chapter 7, Changing Your Self-Talk. So I've developed a plan. I hope you have as well. And I'm excited too. Yes. Until people have heard the specific kind of self-talk that most rapidly creates positive changes, they often struggle with what form it should take and what it should sound like. Here's an example of correctly worded self-talk taken from one of my favorite recorded self-talk sessions. This one is on the subject of self-esteem. You like yourself. You choose to like who you are. You feel good about yourself. You like the way you think. You like the things you do. You like the way you live your life. You have self-confidence. You know yourself, and you are proud of the person you have chosen to be. An accurate description of you would include the words wonderful, unique, well-liked, positive, self-directed, happy, and incredible. You are a quality person. You are worthwhile. You deserve to live at your best and to receive the best from the life you live. You attract the best in everything around you. People really enjoy your company. They like the way you think. They like the way you express yourself. And they like the person you are. You really deserve good things in your life. Each morning, you wake up feeling good about yourself. You are happy with the way you see yourself each day. You are proud of the job you're doing, making your life count. The self-talk messages above are written in second person to you from your internal coach who is showing you at your best. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Positive self-talk messages are also used extensively in first person, as in, I am. The Self-Talk Institute recommends using both forms when practicing or listening to self-talk. I am and you are. Okay. Stated in the first person, the messages are from you to you as you take control of redefining who you are and how you choose to be. I build self-esteem every day. I talk to myself, and in just the right way. I always do everything it takes to make sure that my self-esteem is strong, positive, and working for me in the best possible way. I never put myself down. I always build myself up. I have strong, positive pride in who I am. I let other people know it, and I let myself know it. I stand tall. I think sharp. I look good. And I am in control of my life. And I like who I am. That's me. That's who I choose to be. I allow nothing to stand between me and my most positive self-esteem. Every morning when I awake, I make the conscious choice to feel good about myself all day. I have learned to say the words of self-talk which tell me I like myself. I'm glad to be me. Today is my day. Imagine your own brain receiving those kinds of messages every day with enough repetition to wire them in an absolute truths about you. With enough repetition to wire them in as absolute truths about you. They bring to life the person you were born to be in the first place. When your brain receives repeated messages like those, messages that redefine how you feel about yourself and your place in this world, your brain begins to record them and keep them. They are like the words to a song that changes your life and never leaves you. In the recorded format, the above messages are taken from each of the self-talk phrases is repeated 3 separate times with different word emphasis and intonation in each repetition. There is a reason for this. The combination of wording, repetition, and emphasis increases the amount of neural networks that are being formed and activated in your brain, which increases the strength of the program message you're receiving. That creates stronger programming in the brain. Multiply that effect over dozens of additional correct self-talk phrases, and you can easily see why the new self-talk is able to overpower and replace the old. In your brain, positive self-talk is contagious. When you begin to actively change your self-talk in one area of your life, don't be surprised if your self-talk in other areas also begins to improve. This is because when you change your self-talk and create new programs in one area, your brain will automatically begin to form new neural networks in other similar or complementary areas. For instance, you may choose to listen to self-talk to lose weight and suddenly find yourself getting more organized. Or you may listen to self-talk sessions to improve your relationships and discover that you are also improving your self-esteem. When you begin working on the areas of your self-talk that are the most important to you, other areas of your brain will begin to get in tune and duplicate the same kind of positive activity. Start with the self-talk you want to work on most and stay with it. When you do, additional areas of your self-talk will begin to follow. Choosing to change your self-talk is an important choice. I could not imagine waking up in the morning and saying, "It's going to be another one of those days," or "It's another blue Monday." When I face a problem, and I've had to face many, as all of us do, I never find myself saying, "I can't deal with this." The thought never enters my mind. It's not in any way that I think I'm special. It's that I made the choice to change my self-talk. I first practiced self-talk by listening to it. I wanted to lose weight, and incredibly, I lost 58 pounds in the process, and I kept it off. I then began listening to and practicing self-talk in many other areas until it became a natural part of my life. The result is, to me, a rainy day is not a bad day. A skinned knee is not a fatal event. A negative remark from someone is not the end of the world. And a bad day is not the most important day of my life. How you think about each of those kinds of things is a choice, one of hundreds of choices you make every day. But you can only make the best choices when the majority of your mental programs are aligned with a primary underlying choice: to deal with life in a positive way. It seems like such a simple thing, that one small choice. I choose to change my self-talk. I choose to deal with life in a positive way. But it is one of the most important choices you can ever make. It is profound. It is life-changing. The problem is that deciding to look at life that way is one thing. Actually doing it is another. If you do nothing to support your new goal, what happens next is almost entirely controlled by the old programs you already have that may see your life differently. That's why you can get motivated and excited by a good idea, like setting a goal to start going to the gym, or a goal to start a new diet, and then a week or two later, the idea is gone. You're back to your old self. You're no longer working out, or you're no longer on your diet. What happened? What happened is your old program stepped in and took over once again, which is exactly what your old programs are designed to do. If many of your hidden subconscious programs are negative, disbelieving, or working against you, what else can you expect? Whether you believe you are or not, you may not be as in control of your life as you think you are. Unless you choose to take control of your own mental programming process, the result is inevitable. The programs you have now are controlling you, not the other way around. But if you choose to change your self-talk and make the commitment to stay with it long enough to create a new self-talk habit, then the habit itself will become wired into your brain. Once that happens, your own brain will begin to motivate you to continue. When you reach that point, life begins to change. You will personally be in control. That concludes Chapter 7 of Negative Self-Talk and How to Change It. Very exciting, very hopeful. See you in Chapter 8.